Well, when Casey get out.
Elijah couldn't give me last night. That's somebody else.
Okay, cool. That was good. What's going on? What's going on? I am Tiffany Empire Impact Ignite. So we about to come back and talk about this lunch situation with the high schooler. I don't know if this is going on everywhere, anywhere else, but feel free to chime in and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So earlier today, it was brought to my attention through social media that a child was denied lunch, and it was because of a negative $10 balance. What's going on, Queen? It was because of a negative $10 balance. So yet we still, we the people, want to find reason and question about the justification of why it's not a big deal. But to me, it is a big deal because a child, irregardless to the negligence of a parent, and when I say negligent of a parent, meaning if the parent didn't do what the parent's supposed to do, a child should still get fed. A child should get fed, period, point blank. It don't matter what the balance is. It don't matter if y'all running up the balance and you want to present the case at the time of graduation. You let that be known, but a child should never go hungry. The United States of America is not the only place where families are living in hunger. I know we always see the whole situation with the hungry children in Africa, but it's a lot of hungry children in the United States of America. But this particular situation is happening in the area where I was raised at, and I want to speak on it because for some odd reason, I think everybody probably think everybody get food stamps. Everybody do not get food stamps. Everybody do not get government assistance. Everybody do not make enough income to do anything but pay the bills. And everybody do not have two individuals helping pay the bills. So when you're trying to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, pay the lights, pay the gas, I personally spent about $900 in gas over the last couple months. That's just in a Camry, okay? In a Camry, and they are good on gas, okay? So when you think about the expenses, and if somebody tried to have the audacity to explain to you why your child that you sent to school while you out here trying to work, don't let you be trying to work no 9 to 5. And it don't matter what kind of work you're trying to do, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you working for yourself, and then they trying to explain to you why your child couldn't get lunch because of something you probably did not see in a parent portal, or if you did see it, but you was too tired, fell asleep, it don't matter. Houston, we got a problem. This definitely needs to be something that is in writing, that all children can get free meals. Some of the meals are so nothing. Why would somebody want to even pay for that anyway? Okay, this goes into when I was in school, we had canteen. I don't know if canteen is still available. I don't know what the cafeteria situation is because of COVID. I don't really know. I don't know. I would really have to ask these children, but I know with the situation with what Casey's in, when I went to the orientation in the open house, it's no cafeteria situation. Those children, and even last year, they was eating in the classroom. Because of the COVID situation, they was not in a whole lot of that moving stuff. Now, each school, district, state may take a different approach, but some schools are eliminating all of that moving. But it is no way that we should still try to justify or argue amongst each other what was exposed around here in District 2 in Columbia, South Carolina, when it comes to just the situation in the cafeteria with the $10 negative balance. That balance, that's like somebody trying to evict you after you late 1 month. No. And that's like somebody trying to take your repo the car after you late one payment. No, you supposed to give me like 3 payments. You supposed to give me like 3 payments to be late. And then you go into the next level of discipline or whatever word we will put right there. So what's y'all take on this? You know, what's y'all take on this? Would you try to point the blame, or would we come with the overall solution? Because understand, if you caught my other video, if you didn't catch it, but when you really think about it, because when I grew up, mind you, I grew up without neither one of my parents. My grandmother was raising me, so she was able to get certain benefits because she raising somebody else's kids. Other than that, my grandma worked doubles. And at the time, my aunt and her husband were helping my grandmother with my mother kids, which is me, my sister. We stayed with my grandmother, and then my other two siblings, they stayed with their dad. So of course, my grandmother was approved to get a welfare check, a child support check. Now, mind you, if she's working, the welfare check, and if a child support check is granted or paid, then that will cut in two if you got food stamps anyway. But if you got any form of government assistance, then you could get, like, be approved for the free lunch. But everybody's household was not set up like that. Mind you, we grew up in like the hood, not the worst of the worst hoods, but we was like in the hoods or whatever like that. But then you have other family members, which they were more so middle class. We would be considered like higher, lower class. This is when I'm growing up, because I mean, we still didn't lack for anything. My grandma cooked full course meals. Like, we had hot meals every night. We was not going to be hungry. We were not going to be hungry. My grandma made spaghetti with the pork chop on the side, hamburger and sausages in it with the vegetables. Okay. So we were not going to be hungry. Period, point blank. And then it goes to, you got the middle class family. This is just me looking at what middle class looked like. So that means my auntie was more of middle class. So guess what? You make over the budget. What's the problem? You're not getting nothing. What's that, a cookie? What time is it? Let me see. Okay, you just made it. You can get one. You need to use your words. Can you get it? Pull it out. Don't drop my paper. Okay. So, mind you, middle class. If you middle class, make over certain income, no kids, no dependents or whatever, you're not getting no government assistance. You're basically a taxpayer, which is helping get the things inside of the city where you live at done. So when you think about it, now this is an example of a middle class, no children. Then I had my cousins, they were middle class, District 2 middle class. And guess what? They they were not able to qualify for stamps. So this is a two-parent household, budgeting their money, budgeting their finances, driving decent vehicles, got a nice house, because they don't want to stay in the hood like what we were staying at. Because no, once you make a certain amount of income, now think about it, that income still got to be taxed. Then guess what? Those kids, they're paying for lunch, so that's cutting into the budget. Okay, those kids, they not eating what the kids that can qualify for the food stamps eating. Those kids now have a lot of days of empty refrigerator. Okay, it don't matter if the parent completed the form for reduced lunch, free lunch or not. If the balance is negative because maybe they get paid every week, every 2 weeks, whatever, there is a child at this point as a minor that is not responsible for their own self. It is a child that is a dependent. They're dependent on the adults. They're dependent on the school. They are dependent on someone to make sure that their welfare, their being is good. And guess what? It do not make you less of a parent. And let me speak to that. Because ain't nobody going to make me feel like I'm not nothing. Because you don't know what it feel like to feel like you're nothing. And if you know what it feel like to feel like you're nothing, then you wouldn't want to make somebody else feel like they're nothing if they have a negative balance on their child's account for whatever situation. If my child is hungry at this public school where y'all have be teaching these kids anyway, where you be treating and talking to these kids like they grown, they behind's not grown, they still children. Let that be known. They children. It don't matter. Stop stooping to a child level, because it's a lot of teachers that's childish. It's a lot of grown people that's petty. It's a lot of people that's ignorant, don't got no sense. A child needs to be shown love and support. And I don't know what child you think is going to be really copacetic, because let me tell you, get the right child that gonna go buck wild, or they probably buck wild because I'm hungry. I'm tired of being hungry. They might want to get locked up for not being hungry. You know what I mean? The homeless people be like, well, put me in jail, because at least I got a bed to lay on, and they're going to feed me 3 times a day. You don't know what hunger, what people psyche, what's going on behind closed doors for us to try to sit and attack the next household. It don't matter. It is the responsibility of the community to come together, the welfare of that child. And you don't need to always try to antagonize the parents where they afraid to say, well, we don't have food. We can't afford to buy the food. We don't have any grocery money. Let me tell you, this stuff got to stop. Because we be wanting to fight and argue over the wrong thing. Children should never, ever be hungry. Children should never, ever be hungry. Children should never, ever be hungry. Now, grown people with working capabilities, you can still get fed, but you need to learn how to feed yourself, and you need to learn how to eat. You need to humble yourself, and you need to work. Don't be asking for no handout. But a child is only a child one time. A child is only a child one time. Let's learn how to make things clear versus trying to prove points. Because everybody don't get no EBT. Everybody do not get no EBT. Everybody do not get no EBT. And EBT don't mean you still, and I'm talking about even responsible spending EBT. That don't mean it's going to last all month. Now, it could. And some of y'all that get it, got all them kids, you might be getting like 8, 9, 900, 1,000. You got enough stamps. You got enough stamps to bless somebody maybe with $100 of stamps. Oh, you got more than enough, because they don't even take all that to buy no every single month. They don't take all that to buy no every single month. Yeah, you get like $150, $200 per dependent. So if you qualify for it, cool. Be a blessing. Because sometimes you just buy a bunch of nothing anyway. And guess what? A little bit of that could be a blessing to somebody else, because it's only supposed to be a stepping stone anyway. EBT SNAP is just a temporal supplement. It's a temporal supplement. But that amount, if we really honest, is more than enough to be able to share with your neighbor. Just simple. Bread, eggs, milk, a pack of chicken, a little pack of something. Come on, be real. This is why we got to get to a place where we are not being so selfish and self-centered, but being considerate. Consider yourself. Consider yourself. It done been people bring me a bag of food while I'm on a Sunday, while I'm at church. It was either Sunday or revival, but I know I was at church. Let me tell you, and I still thank God for that, because he took somebody's heart to bless me with my needs. They never made me feel less than. And I said, thank you. I bless God for it. I appreciate it. And it was what it was. And it is what it is, because you never know. You never know. But the topic of today was this negative $10 balance. And they want to justify, say, we won't throw food away in front of the child. We will discard it in the back. And let me tell you, schools don't only do it. Restaurants do it. They do that. Restaurants say they do it for liability. But it's too much and too many people hungry in this United States of America. And we're going to be united, then be united. But we're saying United States of America and it being division. Divided states of America. Selfish states of America. Selfish people in the city, in your neighbors. This is ridiculous. We gotta get to a point where we really make what we're saying make sense. Come on now. Let's make it make sense. It don't matter what the parents are doing, because let me tell you, even the system that is so-called supposed to be the protection of children, it's children in the protection of the system that done been removed from the parent, and the system still ain't doing what they supposed to do. If we really want to go there, They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They turn a deaf ear. They getting checks. You're miserable. You're not happy. Why are you there? Why are you there? And you still letting children suffer. You still letting children go without. How do I know? Because I know I'm speaking from a personal matter. So everybody need to do their job. And if the job that you're doing, you don't want to do it, then get out of the way. And if you don't care about the people that's being hurt, then shut up. Shut up. Because it's innocent lives at stake. It's innocent lives at stake. And this ain't about, oh, this person think they being Robin Hood and this person. No, man. All of us really need to work together. Be the change. Be the help. If you don't want to be a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. You are a part of the problem. And everybody like to always, and I've even been guilty of this, you gonna speak on a shoe you never walked in. You can't speak on what you ain't never walked in, what you ain't never been through. And if you've been through it, don't forget what you've been through. Give somebody some tips and assistance. Because even in the word of God, it said, nah, when I was hungry, who fed me? When I was naked, who clothed me? Everybody always want to do all that jaw jacket, but not willing to give nobody the shirt off their back, or when you give it, you throwing it up, or you trying to make the next person feel like, oh, if they wouldn't have been nothing without you. No, they still gonna be something. And if you going through right now and you hear this message, don't be ashamed of your season, what you're going through. Don't be ashamed of your season, what you're going through, because people gonna talk. People gonna talk. But let me tell you, a child being hungry should never be done on none of our watch. It should never be done inside the four walls, outside the four walls. I don't care. And honestly, this is a charge to the clergy, the fivefold. Where are you? Where are we? The harvest is plentiful. The labors are few. Where are y'all? People are committing suicide on the same block, and we can find a church block on block on block on block. Everybody want to, do all this talking. No, go to the grocery store and see if somebody needs some food or some lunch money, some gas money or something. Go to work so you can tithe and you can be a financial blessing to somebody. Do something. If you ain't working, then go to the social office and get you some food stamps and then be a blessing and buy some food with somebody. Do something. Because this is ridiculous. Like, people don't want to work. Everybody want a handout. Nobody want to help. Everybody want to judge and look at, point the finger. No, a hungry child don't need to be done on our watch. So many people want to do a whole lot of nothing. No, we need to do some work, and all the work that really done, it may never be seen. It may never be heard. It may never be acknowledged by man. But the ultimate reward comes from God. Like, let's be real. And we don't have to wait to Thanksgiving to make no baskets. We don't have to wait to no Christmas to make no baskets. Nah, if God touching you to do something, then do it. And guess what? That $10, $15, that go a long way. $20, that can buy the necessities. It might not be something fancy, but guess what? That can be some poker bean, wieners, rice. That could be some grits, eggs, a pack of bacon. It could be bread, orange juice, water, the simple things. Because when you're hungry, you ain't got to be picky. That mean you got to be treated like you nothing. But come on, the simple things, we got to know how to just get to the simplicity so we can know how to get through. Don't make your journey and don't make other people's journey or their process harder than what it got to be. No, we supposed to be better than that, man. And no, the help don't always come from your blood relatives. Yo, sometimes your blood relatives will sit right there and look at you with the white mouth, look at you starving. They don't care. So no, it might not be your blood relative. It might be a stranger. It might be a stranger. And guess what? To God be the glory. Like, quit being picky and choose where your blessing come from. If you was in the middle of a lake and drowning, would you care who reaching in to pull you out? No, it don't matter. It do not matter. So I just wanted to share a little bit real quick about this lunch situation, because that's a serious situation. And just think about it. It came to a head today We don't know how many days or if, and even if not that child, and you know how many children be hungry? Do you know how many children be hungry? You know how many people done told you that, okay, our parent used to make sure we ate, but they went to bed hungry. This is not things that's new. Let's quit acting like this is new and let's do something about it. It's only food. One thing I hate to see people arguing about is food. One thing I hate to see people stingy about is food. Be all that rationale. No, if it's plentiful, man, let people eat. Do we really know where we came from when you really didn't have no food to really go around? And now we got enough food to go around and we throwing it away? People is crazy. Losing their mind. For real. We got to stop that. That is not normal. That's why when we at events and people like, well, I don't want to throw it away because I'm like, before you throw it away, even if I can't eat it, I'll take it down to the park. Because I know it's homeless people down there. It's people hungry, going days and weeks. It's people when you pull up with a plate of food, whoo, they thanking God, saying, God heard my prayer. Y'all don't really, like, it's the world is getting so compassionless. So if I'm willing to take something to some grown folks in the park, I know we not about to let no child be hungry. That's what we're not gonna do. Oh no, that ain't what we about to do. Cause honey, some of that stuff be going spoiled, going bad anyway. Please, what you about to be letting no children be no hungry? And I can go to another conversation about when grown people be hungry working at these places with food. So you want the people to be hungry if they ain't got no money waiting on the check? Y'all crazy. You gonna write me up because I'm messing around and be sneaking and eating that food. You think I'm being here hungry, working? I mean afraid to eat. I mean hungry. Man, y'all, come on now. I mean, people be hard down hungry, ain't got no money. Ain't got no money. And you working in food prep. But then you wonder why people be stealing your food. Why would you put your workers in a position to even want to steal the food? I know I'm talking about the lunch, but I'm just saying this right here is crazy. You know it's enough food. You know you can write that food off as waste on your taxes. But you'll let the people want to work and keep cutting and prepping up the food and they starving. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you crazy for letting them scare you to prep that food. I just can't work here. Because I'm not about to be hungry working with food. When you already know, even when you cutting, if you cutting certain things, we're not about to eat the end of the cucumber. We're not about to eat the end of the sausage. We're not about to eat the end of the stuff. Man, you save all them ends. I'm about to eat some up out of here. Even if I ain't gonna eat the best. The woman in the Bible said, shoot, I eat the scraps what you give the dog, Jesus. I'm not about to starve. I'm not about to starve. That's crazy. That's crazy. This just lets you know how individually you got to have your mind made up on what you are not about to allow yourself to go through. Starving is just not one of them things. If I'm hungry, it's a personal choice, and I'm around here trying to be picky. But no, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. I don't care if I got to eat naked bread and water. I'm going to put something on my stomach, okay? Because I'm not going to sit here and starve. I don't care if I got to eat toast and butter and water. I'm going to eat something. I'm never going to not eat because something is available. And if I use my gifts, see, this the part where we better get into start tapping into using our gifts, because if you're not using your gift, you're robbing God. That's wicked. If you don't know what your gift is, you don't know what your purpose is, you need to tap into it, because that's where your wealth can be tied into. Your wealth is tied into your gifts. My gifts, one of my gifts, my trade and gift, I can do hair. I've been able to do hair since I've been 12. And this ain't even a playing conversation. But I'm just saying, because I've been able to do hair, everybody got a hair on their head. Even if you ain't got no hair, I can glue some tracks, I can make a wig, I can do different things. That would afford me opportunity to make some type of money. I don't care if I'm down to my last, ain't got nothing, and the person say, all they got is $5. Let me tell you, that $5 gonna be what I'm about to buy some bread and eggs with. Because guess what? I have something to exchange. I have something to exchange for goods. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear the importance of being able to identify where you at? so you can know how to survive and you can go from survival to thriving in life. I'm so serious. This is a random conversation, just picking back up from what we was talking about. But I'm telling you, I thank God for allowing me to have a gift that I was not, it was just given to me. It was cultivated. It's allowing me to bless others. This is honestly sad because that balance could have been whatever it wanted to be on me. I ain't really even had no balance because I had canteen money. I had canteen money and I had me a job after 14. I was working 14, 15 Urban League and I could braid hair. I'm not about to starve. I had to tell my grandma, stop making these dinners, grandma, because we working, we going, and we ain't really eating this food. We eating out, in that by the time you get in that teenage phase, you ain't eating no home cooked meals. I wish I could get them home cooked meals. Nah. Man. But because we had home cooked meals all the time. But that's not everybody's situation. That's not everybody's behind the door scenario. It's not. Even me, I do not cook a home cooked meal every night for my own kids. I do not. But I always make sure it's something to eat. It's something to eat in here. That's my responsibility as a mother. But if I was being on the scale of how my grandma did me, no. It's because she cooked so much, I don't even like cooking. She cooked so much. I have to be in the mood to cook. To the point, I'm like, I'm about to show y'all how to cook. Make sure y'all ain't never hungry, because I'm telling you, if you wait on me, your butt will be waiting, and then I don't want you to have to wait on no woman or feel entitled that a woman is your personal chef, because no, that is not the case. And this is a different day and times. Yes, I will cook. Yes, we'll go out to eat. But let me tell you, I need you to know how to feed yourself, because everything is different in everybody's household. And one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to keep some canned goods too. The main thing I don't got that my grandma always kept, a deep freezer. We're going to have something to eat now. We're going to have something to eat. But that's because I just want to make sure that we got something. And, you might be eating what's on the top, but shoot, when that thing getting low, you got something to pull out. You know what I'm saying? You got something to pull out. You got something to work with. Or you got to know how to have you some money saved. You got you some money saved, so that way, you good. You got something. And that's what you got to teach your kids that. You got to operate in that, because never, ever should a child be going without. That's when you got to check your village. That's when you need to check your circle. Check what you're doing. And if what you're doing is not working, then you need to get with somebody that can help you strategize a better success plan for you and your family. We're not working 40 years. We're not waiting to retire at 65. We're not waiting on raises. No, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to do the work, and we're going to have to come together collectively as a village and work and bear the infirmities of the weak. If you strong, you look out for the one that's going through right now, because if truth be told, somebody looked out for you. So we got to do better. We got to do better, but never, ever. And I'm telling you, if you are in the school system and you're working with these children, yes, I know a lot of these children have bad mannerisms now. They give y'all a hard time, but don't let what they do make your heart cold to the point where you will watch a child be hungry. Because if that child got a balance, and say if they got a balance and you over there like, well, you wish you could help us, but you ain't even got the money for the balance. We need to start speaking up on us. Because, them people need to pay y'all more. They need to pay y'all more. They need to up the wages, especially the state of South Carolina. Want to keep the people down. Want to keep the people struggling. Want to keep the people in bondage. Yeah. Y'all is tripping with them wages down there. And then you wonder why people doing all this robbing and this killing and all of this right here. Stop doing that. Yeah, y'all tripping with that pay rate. Yeah, y'all is. Ain't nothing new now. And if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. I know how to accept when I'm wrong. But y'all gotta come on out. We gotta not only with the pay. Gotta change your thinking. That's stinking thinking. Cause I be darned. I don't care what the balance is. I don't care what the situation is. I'm telling you, if the reduced lunch is out of my budget, I'm calling everybody. I need y'all to help me make sure these kids can pay for their lunch because that ain't in my budget. My budget might be tight. I'm trying to do this, that, and the lights. I wasn't expecting to pay no reduced lunch. Can somebody help me with $5-10 here? Or, okay, kids, all right, what do I need to invest in for you can make your own business, your own money? But guess what? You can know how to make your money for this lunch. And that's something I don't got to worry about. And I ain't going to lie. I pride myself on taking that approach because I have 3 boys. So nobody's going, unless they get that mindset of thinking a woman, a girl or a lady or whatever is going to take care of them, which I do not want my sons to have that type of mindset. I feel like that's a weak mindset when it comes to the aspect of a male or manly approach. You need to know how to make your own anyway. You need to know how to do it. Why don't you know how to do it? I've been able to do it since 12. And I'm going to need you not to try to add no burden, no stress on somebody else's child, daughter, or whatever, like you're their child. Because that means then I didn't raise you to be the man that you will become. You know, heck no. You need to know how to make your own money. Because if you know how to make your own money, if you know how to feed yourself, if you know how to provide for yourself, if you know how to create, then when you eventually come together to bring a unit together, and then you get someone who is like-minded, know how to make their own money, know how to create, and they not trying to just use you, and it's not just one person producing, but now you got people that's producing, you got people that's not selfish, you got people that can stand solid on their own so it can get stronger together, then that's a winning team. That's what a winning team look like. Not, oh, well, I'm just over here waiting on somebody to take care of me. And then, oh, I'm over here just trying to take care of everybody by to kill myself. No, that don't work. That don't work. That's not a team mindset. That's not how teamwork goes. That's not how village support look like. No. And guess what? You cannot make other people do nothing for you. And that's my mindset and my approach on how I take the approach to parenting and everything. What's going on, y'all? You can't make people do it. So if you have no control over the superintendent, the school district, the community, where did that come back? Ministry starts at home. Ministry start at home. You got to teach your child what to do, how to respond in situations, so that way they'll never have to be in those type of situations. Even if you don't found yourself in those situations, you know, if you're honest, you don't like it. Nobody would want their lunch took it from them. You telling me I can't eat because I got a negative balance as a child. No, some kids would have still ate the lunch. Some kids would have fought the lunch lady. Some kids would have ran with the food. You don't know what that could have went into a fight or flight mode. What if I ain't ate all week? The day is Tuesday. What if I ain't ate since Friday when we let out of school? You think I'm about to let you throw this food away? You think I'm about, come on, we got to think. Do you really think I'm about, some kids might. All kids won't. It depends on where they been, how they been groomed up. It just depends. Think I'm about to let you throw this food away? I'm hungry. I could only imagine what my grandma and my uncle then would say. My granny had 9 head of kids. Do you think they about to sit right here when they done told me stories, when they done went in the trash can, ate the food? You think they gonna let somebody take the food they already got? Because think about it. When you go through the lunch line, from my remembrance, you go through the lunch line, you get your food, and you come back out the other door, and then that's when you type in the number. You think if I'm hungry, I'm about to pass you the plate back? I'm just even in my mind right now. Now, maybe back then, I didn't have that situation. My mind couldn't even think what I would do back then because I wouldn't have been in that situation, or I would have had money because I already had money on me. Or I would have knew I still was going to eat at home because we kept food. So I can't really fathom that. But right now, my grandma ain't here. I ain't going to get no beat. Or you'll be ready to take the beating because you're not about to make me be hungry and throw this food away. Huh? Yeah, he's supposed to take the remote because you need to go. You can go in there and go ahead and go to sleep. Cause it's school night. Go ahead. Your cover and everything is in there. You want to say good night? You can say good night. Yeah, it's a school night. So you enjoyed your cookie, right? Okay then. So we don't need no problems. Yeah, I mean, it's a school night, school back in, so it is what it is. And man, we got to figure this thing out. Like Casey's first day, he didn't have a lunchbox. I was like, dang, do I need to send him with money for lunch? Or what? So I ain't sent them with no money. Cause I remember they said, well, we're gonna have food in the pantry too. So either way, send the children, they good. We're not gonna let them be hungry on our watch. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then today he did a lunch. It worked out, you know. He did just a sandwich, grapes, graham crackers, and something else. Matter of fact, I'm gonna probably run to the stove real quick just to get some other little stuff for breakfast in the morning before we leave out. So that way you'll be done ate breakfast before you leave. If you want to eat breakfast again at school, cool. You can eat lunch and they'll provide you a snack. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But we got to work together. And every child don't have the same appetite. Every child don't have the same personality. So, yeah, we got to fix this situation to protect the staff, the faculty, the student, the parents. I'm telling you, because this could go all the way wrong. This could go all the way left now. Wrong child. Let me tell you, these kids bigger than us. If I worked in the school, half of the kids is bigger than me, my own child. Do you think I'm about to throw these children plate of food, take their food and throw it away? Why would I do that? The more I say it, the more it do not make any sense. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not about to do it. Because if they go upside your head, then that's what you get. Because, man, let them kids get that food, that balance on they, not the balance off for that child. Ask them if everything okay. Have a guidance counselor. Ask the child, is everything okay? That's what the guidance counselor for. Guidance counselor, do your job. Do your job. I don't care how many kids it is. Do your job. If it's too much, then tell them you need help. But that's what the guidance counselor is for. It's a part of the administrative staff to help guide that child so we can see that this child have a successful school year. Day to day, they win daily. When they are in the school and they win at the school, they win at home. We already know everybody got different household situations. So we got we got work to do now. We got work to do. For those that know a word of prayer, definitely lift up those that are in the administration, in school. Lift up the children, the teachers, the faculty, the staff, the leaders. Also, those that be praying that they have a fear of God, man. When they making these rules and inputting things, putting things out. Tell us, teach us. If you work in the school system, let us, the parents, know also how does the chain of command work. It was a lot of different situations that happened last year as well. From the bus stops, or the faculty in the office disrespecting parents, being very provocative. It'd be so much stuff going on, and we don't know who to call. We don't always know who to call, or they'll always have you stop at a certain point, and it's like you don't know where to go from there. I think we may need to just and then when it go to that, like I was about to say, we need to get lawyers, but if you can't afford school lunch, can you afford a lawyer? You see what I'm saying? If you have that type of go head on, go ahead. If you want the fan, go ahead on. I never seen a child got to sleep with a fan. This child been here before. But literally sleep with a fan. If that's what you do and you see we need you, use your law to help the community that you serving. Everything don't have to be about $1. Like, you got to have a point in your career, in your life, where you operate. Use your heart. Like, no, you got to use your heart at some point in time, so that way, and the people that you say you serving can believe it. Other than that, you doing us like the man off a Good Time, man. You're only selling good dreams and good hopes so you can get what you want, and you really don't care about the people. Like, no, if you care about the people, take care of the people. Take care of God's people. God gonna take care of you, and the people will honestly take care of you too, because they will appreciate it. No, everybody won't appreciate it, but for the ones that do, it's priceless. You know, it's priceless. So that's all. That's it. Join the I Am Tiffany Empowerment family if you enjoy messages like this, because in that community is men and women welcome. In that community, if you need a life and or business coach, then feel free to go to iamtiffany.org, book you a session, or make you some purchase. If you got any questions and you're not sure what you need to purchase and or order, then just fill out a contact form and we can go from there. That encompasses a phone call, because of course that contact form you're leaving your name, your email address, and whatever is allowing you to write in, and then we can go from there. Maybe we can partner, do some community work, maybe, who knows, whatever needs to be done, because products and services are available on that site. If you have a teenager and they have any interest in barbering or beauty, I will say this. I do offer classes in person and virtually. So if you or your child, because I do classes with parents, and that parent can be mother, daughter, or however that dynamics need to be, father, son, father, daughter, whatever. These classes can be entrepreneurial based classes, and ranging from aspects of barbering and beauty as well. Okay, I've worked with other different businesses, and anything I can do to help you add additional streams of income to you and your household, so this will not be a sore thumb in your family, then I'm all for it. Because I will say that because of the gift of just easily, never really meeting a stranger and being able to provide hair care services, I'm always able to at least create income to come in. It may not be the amount that I wanted, but I've been able to be in positions that it paid the bills, put gas in the car, food on the table. Hey, it is what it is. And I thank God for that. And that's a gift that I really was not trying to embrace. I didn't mind working for somebody else's company. I didn't understand what entrepreneurship was. I didn't know anything about my gifts. I didn't know anything about none of that. And that's why I'm adamant about coming on here about that. What's the class and the gifts? I mean, the classes are, the natural hair care classes, the braiding classes that you inquire about, and barbering classes. So these can also be workshops for those that are in ministry. I wanted to basically take these classes or these trainings or my training approach, and then and that can be through just I Am Tiffany, or just even if it's just for women only, Reclaim Your Pearls Girl, because that way I can train the women department. I can train the whole women department, the youth department, teach them etiquette aspects, business, mindset, and then it can encompass and embody, beauty and barbering aspects. So that way it's no lack from the inside of the house of God, because the pastor can't do it all. And ministers, and I'm speaking from experience, all ministers are not trained, equipped, or willing to serve at the capacity that I have served. So I have made sure that I know how to teach these classes virtually or in person. So it can be at my local body. I travel. Yeah, it could be at my local bodies, my local region, or abroad. So it does not matter. We would just have to, whoever's coordinating it, we have to work out the logistics of, the lodging or whatever. But once the need is met in your household, and I'm going to tell you, this Sunday, when they did the back to school and it was free cuts, it was only a handful of people got free cuts. And I thank God for that, because I said that means these people don't have that need. It don't mean they don't have needs, but a lot of them was like, well, the kids are real particular about who cut their hair. They got their own barber, cool. It wasn't like an influx or overload of impoverished. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you can't get it cut. It don't matter whether you're driving a Benz, a hoop, whatever. If you needed a cut, you're getting a cut. No judgment. But it just lets you know that needs are being met. When needs are being met and it's not needed in that same area, then okay, boom. Because everybody don't need money. Everybody don't need a haircut. Some people have other needs. And if you never get on the level with the people. Get to a place where you can hear the people. How are you meeting the needs of the people? I'm a people person. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a people person though. And I'm making my business to try to serve as many people as I can. And I just know when you bring people into a workshop environment, in an environment that's conducive where growth can happen and you meet their needs, what do you think is going to happen? I don't care that the devil gonna get mad, but what do you think is gonna happen? Transformation is gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. People are gonna be empowered, they're gonna be impacted, and they're gonna be ignited to do what God is calling them to do. I'm telling you, and that is what I'm expecting to see. So wherever you are, I would encourage you, the best thing, if God is leading you to support in any way, take one of my trainings, take one of my class, hire me to come out and teach some workshops at your ministry, your company, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. Because that's why y'all, tune in. So get it in full effect. That's honestly what I'm ready for, what I'm excited for, just to get more of those engagements. It's already done. We just need to set it up. Jackson, Tennessee, young people and Lane College students. I have many that are interested. Yes, and guess what? Those that are interested, if you can get a list of those that are interested, I already have the link on my end, but if you want to have a roll of those that are listed on your end, okay, then we can make sure that we're coordinating so we can operate and run as smooth and effective as possible. So that way, when I come in, we got the head count, everything taken care of. I'm going to do what needs to be done. And then for those that want more, because even in that environment, everybody don't have the same level of want, yearn, or desire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that. So, and we can go from there. Oh, yes, sir. We can go from there. So do me a favor, bro, and write that in on my site. Go to I Am Tiffany, this right here, so that way I can have it in my database and my assistant on the iamtiffany.org. When you fill out the contact form, all you got to do is write your information, your email, and say, okay, Jackson, Tennessee, the young people and Lane College students, those are those that are, you have interest. You would basically be the helping coordinate that and hosting me coming in, and we can still plan it out together, and just discuss what that'll look like. This is amazing. I'm telling you, we got to be willing to do the work, and then any needs or whatever else that can come about that or that need to be met or could be met by default because we don't know. We just doing the work. Man, that's a blessing, because I was looking at one of my memories today. It's like, are we winning the souls though, y'all? Are we winning the souls? What are we doing? What are we doing? My service kind of went out a little bit. Cut that light off. Go to bed. Thank you. Because we got to meet the needs of the people. We got to meet the needs of the people. I don't know why my signal going out over here on Facebook, because I'm on Facebook and YouTube, but it's either do the work or just sit back and just start feeling down because of work is not being done. So I'd rather just do the work, because I don't want to be feeling down, worrying about who ain't doing what. No. If you want to do the work, if you're willing to do the work, God will make provision. God will provide. So I'm telling you, because the way the news going, you'll be down and down and out, depressed. Like, dang, this ain't done, that ain't done, that ain't done. But no, get in your lane, do what God calling you to do the work. And by you doing the work, that should inspire somebody else to do their work. So I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do so it can inspire others to do what God is calling them to do. That's the mission. That's what I am about every day. Any given Sunday. Every day, that's what I'm on. So thank y'all. Do know that when you make purchases, and I'm going to be doing freebies, I'm going to be doing giveaways, y'all going to need to go to the IG. Go to my IG page. Instagram, it is I_am_Tiffany with a Y 87. Okay. And follow, because I'm gonna be doing giveaways and stuff on Instagram, not Facebook, because I need to shift my and give some love to my Instagram family. This is gonna, why is my signal keep going out on I'm trying to read what's going on over here on Facebook. You already washed? Okay, this is going to be all you, and if you need help, I can appoint that. Go ahead and put your information down, amen. And I just made a post earlier about doing the work. Oh, so you can be blessed. If you don't work, you don't. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's my Xavier, my middle son. He said, man, don't work, don't eat. He said that when he was like 1 or 2 or something, when he could first start talking. And I said, that's right, baby, but man, don't work, don't eat. Y'all want to eat. We want to eat. We want the good of the land, but we don't want to do nothing but cause problems. No, let's do the work. And this program, this training, these workshops will, they will empower the people versus enabling the people to, be built up enough, believe in themselves, have the confidence to go forth and not always get shut down or discouraged by any and every little thing that comes their way or be said to you. Yes, you will have people that say things, hate on you. It don't matter if you in ministry or not. That's what you gonna have it. But once you have identified who you are, whose you are, and what you called to do, you're unstoppable. It ain't gotta be just a song. You're really unstoppable. Can't nobody stop you at that point but you. So let's do the work. I'm ready. I stay ready. So keep me in your sanctified prayers. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all around. And yeah, I'm excited. So I can't wait to work with you. Prophet. Matter of fact, y'all, let me put, can I put the I Am Tiffany? I'm about to put my website, IamTiffany.org, org, hence organization. I'm putting it over here in YouTube. And then can I put it right here? Features this link, manage link. Add new link. Oh, so Facebook got the updates to where you can add the link on the thing. I hope everybody washed. You already washed that quick since you just got here? Okay, you can watch that, Tone. Okay, is that room clean? Okay, I done added the link to the post. Okay. Well, I'm about to get up out of here. I just added the link to the live. I was over here on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm about to get out of here. I enjoyed y'all conversating back tonight. Appreciate y'all chiming in. Feel free to give your 2 cents, your 3 cents on the conversation, but let me know if you're really ready to work, because that's what I'm on about that life. So I am Tiffany. Empower, Impact, Ignite. Y'all be blessed, and thank y'all in advance for the support and the push and the prayers. Good night.